Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to use the iOS 18 translation API to translate a batch of text from one language to another language. So here, as you can see, I have some text, and if I click it is, I think it is in German, and if I click on translate, okay, sorry, I'm not able to click this particular button. I know why, because I need to change this height. I will just change this height and I will click on translate. So I have clicked on translate, and here you can see it has translated it. Again, you might not have seen it. I'll just rerun the application just to confirm it with you again. Also, in the meantime, what you will have to do is you will have to open this particular documentation as well, because I'm using React Native's new architecture and I will be copying a lot of code from this particular documentation. So here, firstly, what you will have to do is, once you create a React Native application, you will have to cd to your iOS directory inside your terminal and then run this particular command. So this will enable the new architecture for iOS. Once that is done, just create this particular folder called rtr my swift UI view. Inside that, I have created this package.json file. Okay, let me quickly show you guys the code. So here you can see it is in German, and if I click on translate, it got translated to English. So anyways, coming back to our code, so this is our package.json file. Again, I have copied it from docs. Only this name has been changed, this name has been changed, and this name has been changed. Then I have created a podspec file as well. Again, I have copied it from docs, and this particular name has been changed. Then I have created a JS folder. Inside that, I have created TypeScript file. Again, I have copied it from docs. I have removed the props, and this particular name also has been changed. Once that is done, the documentation says that create an iOS folder. We won't be doing that. We will be writing all the code inside the main iOS folder over here, because we want to make use of Swift. One more thing which I want to clear out, that this iOS translation API only works from iOS 18 and above. Also, you will have to run this on a real device. And third, the entire view which you see, this is not React Native view or text or touchable opacity. This is Swift UI. Now the reason why I'm using Swift UI is because, at least at the time of me recording, the translation APIs are tightly coupled with Swift UI. You can't even use them with UIKit. That's the problem. That's why I have to use Swift UI. Next, again, you will have to open your terminal. You will have to cd to the root of your React Native project and firstly run this particular command. Once you do that, you will have to do cd ... It will move you outside your React Native project, and then you will have to run this particular command. But here you will have to replace rnapp for batch of text with your own project name. As you can see, this is my project name, rnapp for batch of text. So replace it over here as well as over here. Once that is done, we will cd to the iOS folder, and over here we'll run this particular command. So this will do code generation for our folder. Then you will have to open the exe workspace of iOS inside Xcode. I have already done that. Then over here, go to your project. Firstly, you will have to go to general, and here you will have to update the minimum deployment to at least iOS 18. If you are running it on iPad, make sure you add iPad as well by clicking on this plus button. And again, we'll come back to the documentation. So the documentation says, first create this header file which I have created. Again, this particular name has been changed. Rest is copied from docs. Then create this Objective-C file, but change the extension to .mm. It is Objective-C++. Again, I have copied it from docs, and only this name, and this name has been changed. Then again, I have created another Objective-C file and I have changed the extension to .mm. So it is Objective-C++. Again, we have added this header file. This I have copied it from docs. Only this names has been changed. Then this should be your own project name, and here -swift.h will be common for all, because we are calling a Swift file from Objective-C. Here in the documentation they have given some other import. Don't use that import, use this particular import, because we are writing code inside the main iOS folder. This has been copied from docs. Only again, this names has been changed. And here again, this is our Swift file which I will show you shortly. This has been copied from docs as well, and this name has been changed. Then here we initialize our view. Here we initialize our Swift file, add our Swift file to our view. Again, this has been copied from docs, and only this name and this name has been changed. Then we create a Swift file called my Swift UI view. Again, actually this is a UI kit view, so we will be embedding this particular Swift UI file which you see inside this particular UI kit view. So just copy it. This is boilerplate code which you have to write every time you want to embed a Swift UI view inside UI kit. So here you can see we are initializing our Swift UI view. Rest everything you can just copy paste it. Here I have also created this extension so that we can get hold of our root view controller, which I am using it over here. Then create this Swift UI view file, okay, and make sure you import translation. This is our configuration, this is our view model which I will show you shortly. And here we are looping through all the text of food items which are present inside view model and displaying text items. Here is our button for translate as well as for rotate. Here we pass our translation task, and here we call this translate all at once, and inside on appear we just reset it, and this is the trigger translation. So here you can see inside init we are I'm telling it translate it from German to English. In case if you don't know what the source and target language is, you can also pass something like this, okay, but the iOS will automatically detect what is the current language and what language it needs to translate to. Sometimes what I have noticed is that, at least for me, even though I am using English as the language for my iPad, when I try to translate and if I don't pass what is the source and target language, it translates to Hindi for me. So yeah, sometimes it might translate to a wrong language, so it's better you pass whatever is the source and target language which you want. And here we just invalidate our configuration. Okay, one more thing which I want to show is I'll just change this target language to en.gb, which is English for UK. I'll rerun this application. I'll show you the output in a bit, but in the meantime you can create a Swift file for your view model as well. And here is our variable. These are all the food items which are in German, and inside reset we again change it back to German. And here is translation supported equal to nil, and here I have created an extension to translate all at once. So with the help of task main actor we get all this request, and we just perform all this request and get the responses. Then we just map over it and assign it to our food items. Okay, now if I show you guys my output again, I'm translating it from German to English UK. I'll quickly go to settings. I'll open the settings app. I will scroll down, go to apps. I'll again scroll down. I'll go to translate, go to download language. Here you can see it has already downloaded English UK, German and Hindi for me, right? Okay, there is some issue. I'll just rerun it. But now I'm translating it to English UK, so this has not been yet downloaded it for me. Like I have not downloaded this language for my iOS device. So if I'm converting from German to English UK, the user will be displayed a pop-up model where he first have to download the required language, then only the translation will take place. So be careful of this. Again, we can't really predict what languages the user has already downloaded. Okay, let's just wait for the output now, and I will show you the exact thing which I'm talking about. Okay, so here you can see, now I will click on translate, and here you can see I am presented with this particular model by iOS itself. So user will have to download the language, then only they can do the translation. This is only one time thing. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.